Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Caitlin Clark averaged 20 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, 12.5 assists per game in the entire month of July, and leave it up to the WNBA for this not to be good enough to receive Player of the Month. For this not to be good enough to receive Player of the Month. Instead, she needs to get the consolation prize of Rookie of the Month. Folks, it's hard to be all right. It's hard to be satisfied with Rookie of the Month when you know so clearly that you were snubbed not only of Player of the Month, but you were snubbed of Player of the Week as well. Yesterday, we talked about the WNBA posting Sabrina winning Player of the Week, only to put a Caitlin Clark highlight package attached to it, leaving us to speculate, was this a last-second change of heart because Caitlin said, go screw yourself, I'm not taking part in your three-point contest? And now today, Player of the Month comes out. Surely Caitlin Clark's Player of the Month, right? Right? 20 points per game, 12.5 assists, over 6 rebounds. Surely she's Player of the Month. But again, this is the WNBA we're talking about, where they have an act of messing things up. Sabrina Ionescu wins Player of the Month for the month of July. A month where Caitlin Clark did absolutely nothing but break records. And in case you don't believe me, these are just a few of Caitlin Clark's accolades throughout the month of July. She recorded the first ever rookie triple-double while beating that woman right there. She broke the WNBA record for assists in a game, 19. She became the first player to ever record 3 consecutive 13-plus assist games. She averaged the highest assist per game average in a month in league history. She recorded a stat line that no NBA or WNBA player has ever put up, yet the WNBA gives the award to Sabrina Ionescu. Now, I'm not going to say 23, almost 5 rebounds, almost 5 assists isn't bad, but what I am going to say, it's not this. What I am going to say, it's not 20, 12, and 6. Especially when we're taking into account that there was a head-to-head matchup. And in that head-to-head matchup, Caitlin Clark did make history. Not only did they make history, they came out with the W. So again, WNBA, what criteria are you guys using to pick your awards? What criteria are you using to pick your Player of the Week, your Player of the Month? What criteria are you using to pick any of these awards? Because I remember not too long ago, Angel Reese was Player of the Week. She averaged 16.8 points per game and 14 rebounds per game. The team was 2-3. So if the WNBA is going to put out in their tweet that Sabrina led their team into a 5-1 record, and that's why she's Player of the Week, then maybe I'll have to sit here and hold that. But when we're giving out awards for people that don't have winning records, that's where we get into an issue. That same week, Angel Reese won Player of the Week. If you take a look at your screen, you will see DeWanna Bonner. Her team was 4-1, and she averaged 20-6, 19-6 that week. Her own teammate, Kennedy Carter, averaged 23 points, 3.5 rebounds, 3 assists that week. I didn't hear anybody talking about her being Player of the Week. And she had 2.2 steals. Also part of the Connecticut Sun, Alyssa Thomas. She averaged 10, 8, and 8. Nearly averaged a triple-double that month that week, yet they still picked Angel Reese over her. Which goes to my point. There is no criteria. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. It's whatever makes the WNBA feel good. It's whatever makes the WNBA fan base feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It has nothing to do with who's playing the best. It has nothing to do with who's making the biggest impact on the court. It has nothing to do with any of those metrics. Because if we were going to use the same criteria that put Angel Reese Player of the Week compared to missing Caitlin Clark Player of the Week this time around, it's apples to oranges. They changed the criteria. Because the week Angel Reese won, it had to do with stats. The week Caitlin Clark loses, it has to do with a record. The WNBA, at every turn, there's just inconsistencies in everything that they do. There are just holes in everything that they do. I sure hope everybody's seeing this.
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
It is getting ridiculous. It is getting absurd. The blatant favoritism that is being exuded through the WNBA, whether it's through their social media accounts, through the awards that they give out, through the interviews, through the media, through spaces. No matter where you look, there's always just something that makes you go. Again, Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Month, great. But when she should be Player of the Month, when she should have been Player of the Week, somebody's got to come here and ask the WNBA, hey, what's the criteria for these awards? How are you basing this? How are you judging this? Is this record? Is this stats? Is this a combination of the two? Because if it's a combination of the two, Alyssa Thomas should probably have every award in the book. Because the Connecticut Sun's winning and AT's doing points, rebounds, assists all the time. It should be between her and Caitlin Clark, to be honest with you. If it's a combination of winning, if it's a combination of stats and record, then it definitely should be Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas. But there is no rhyme. There is no reason. It's just whatever makes the WNBA feel good. Whatever pushes that narrative that the WNBA wants front and center forth. That is who they're going to give these awards to. And it just so happened that this month, Caitlin Clark, you could break all the records you want. You could do all the impressive things that you want. Take this Rookie of the Year. Take this Rookie of the Month. You could be the first ever rookie triple-double. You can lead the league in assists. You can have the most single-game assists in WNBA history. You could have the most double-doubles by a guard in WNBA history, by a rookie guard in WNBA history. You can do all of that. But you're still not going to be Player of the Month. Here's your consolation prize. This is the Ben Daniel Podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. I appreciate all of the support. Skills challenge tonight. 3-point contest tonight. 3v3 tonight. Let me know who you got in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. We'll see you later.